Okay, so back at Drangleic Castle, I could have done this as soon as I gotten the Giant's Kingship, sorry. We're actually gonna take off that. I was just doing it for fun, but it's not effective for my build. Anyways, put on our King Ring real quick. We're actually gonna put this ring on, because we'll be fighting for a while. Alright, hello.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me, but they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested. And men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
And that's all we get from her. And so we begin our long walk through this hallway, well, not hallway, but walkway to the Throne of Want. And just to show the millions of people that are trying to rush through this and end up jumping off to their death. And a couple more. Yep. Like, I could just run this, but I don't get why people jump. Like, why would you jump here? I honestly don't know. So, the Throne of Want is the last boss of the main game. But we get some summons here. We have Bradley at the Old Guard. I think he only shows up if you summon him first. Summon him for his shade in the wharf, and then if you summon him for the Scorpion fight. We get the Head of Bengarl here, as long as we've have him able to be summoned anytime. I think this is Benhart. Yep, this is Benhart. And I think you can have a fourth summon here, Ashen Knight Boyd, if I remember right. But I didn't summon him for any fight, so we're just gonna go in and do. Actually, let's bring Benhart. Why not? There is one thing I didn't show with Benhart, and that's getting his equipment. But after you summon him for enough boss fights, you can go. Ow. You can talk to him in the giant memory, and he'll give you his gear. Anyways, time to focus at the task at hand. The Throne Watcher and Defender is a dual boss fight, as you can plainly see. Throne Defender is the tankier of the two, while Defender is Watcher is the more nimble of the two. The main thing you want to do in this boss fight is kind of bring them down steadily and kind of at the same time. After they hit half health, they'll buff their weapons, and Defender actually will throw away his shield and two-hand. Well, not throw away, but just two-hand his weapon instead. Benhart's getting beat up. But the main reason you want to beat them relatively quickly after you kill the first one, is that if you take too long, the other one will actually, the one alive will actually revive the one that's dead, which is no bueno. And here we have another boss fight coming in.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me. Now, be one with the dog.
Okay, so one thing I should have done before this boss fight starts. I'm not gonna do it real quick. Our Witch Veil. So these things will steadily curse you, and if you have infinite curse resist like I do right now, they actually hurt. Alright, there goes Manhart. I figure he wouldn't survive all 3 fights. The bots, you know, they're not very smart. Ah, that last one's delayed. So this boss fight, can be difficult if you let it drag on. Because if you let the fight drag on, ow. She'll summon more of those things that cursed you. Her scythe is very powerful, as you saw. It can pretty much 3-shot me if I'm not careful. But she leaves herself pretty vulnerable a lot of the time. If you can bait her her beam attack, that's the best time to attack her. But if you're good with the dodging, as I'm now actually getting good at least. But oh, she's doing the. Yep, she's doing the summon. I thought she was doing the explosion. So we'll just stab her and put this back on. And we get the Stole of Nashandra. We'll actually also do this.
Many monarchs have come and gone. One drowned in poison, another succumbed to flame. Still another slumbers in the realm of ice. Not one of them stood here as you do now. You, conqueror of adversities.
Actually,
To answer.
before we do this boss fight, I forgot to do this. So we're gonna cheese and get out of here. I was gonna do all 3 boss fights in a row, but I did forget to do something. But this also gives us a chance to spend our stalls here. But we want to go visit Bendrick because I forgot to do this right after killing the Ivory King. Got a little too excited on finishing the game. But hopefully this did not mess things up. But if it did, I'll explain what was supposed to happen if it doesn't happen here. Alright, so we won't need that ring anymore though, so... The only reason I put that ring on is to have my weapon not break during the marathon triple boss fight. But if you want to ease your time for that area, you can actually go... you don't need the king's... what's it called? The giant's kingship right away. you can actually go into that boss room and fight the Throne Watcher and Defender before having the Giant's Kinship. The only thing is, you won't be able to get to the next boss fight without it. But that way you can kind of not have to do all 3 bosses in a row. And also, Aldia is a DLC boss. Aldia will only show up in this version of the game. Alright, so hello.
Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the Abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The Abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. Fire came to be, and with it, disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, light and dark. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not cast, but born of fire. And the brighter the flame, the deeper the shadow. Inherit fire, and harness the dark. Such is the calling of a true leader. Dark was seen as a curse. Shadow is not. In such.
I think I messed it up because I went into the boss fight. So, I'll go into the memory one more time just to make sure. But, what would normally happen is, Vendrick would take the crown, I believe, and, there's a little cutscene that happens. And, basically, as long as you're wearing a crown, and if you die wearing a crown, you won't go hollow anymore, which is a kind of a neat thing.
Dark.
Yeah. So I messed it up, but that's fine. I don't really care about it, but just as a warning, if you ever want to do this, make sure to visit Vendrick before you go into the Throne of Want. After each boss. Anyways, let's go spend our souls, and we'll do the final boss fight for reals this time. Oh well. At least we got to do everything else.
There.
And we actually managed to reach 40 attunement. Alright. Well, just for fun, let's summon this person, I guess. Oh, he's helping somebody. Alright. See you later. Alright, sorry to make you guys watch this run twice, even though I didn't die in the boss room. But I guess I'll bring a different Phantom this time for fun. We'll bring Bengal this time because Bengal's our awesome big guy. And after this fight, and when the credits roll, I guess I can give you a little bit of retrospective to this game. And this is Aldia, Scholar of the First Sin, as stated in the title of this game. So the trick to this boss fight is you have to wait until the fires die down to hurt him. So he doesn't do it right away. Usually it happens when he spawns in. You can hurt him. But then he takes reduced damage as long as he's engulfed in fire. He has a bunch of different attacks. He has this particular attack he used similar to the one he used earlier. The fire does hurt you, so you have to be careful. Yeah, this attack right here. Then Girl doesn't give a damn and just keeps flashing him through the fire. The music's very somber in this fight. It's not a necessarily hard boss, but he does hurt if you're not careful. And after you get him to half health, he will boost his fire cape, essentially is what I like to call it. And his attacks get a little crazier, actually. But he still leaves himself very vulnerable after a couple attacks. So we'll just beat him, hopefully before my, oh, my spell did run out, but another stab will do it. Maybe Rengar will actually kill him right here. Or not. Rengar's almost dead from the fire, actually. Ouch. I did not see that coming at all. That's why you want to stay in front of him, because otherwise you'll, oh no, Bengarl! I'll avenge you. And Aldia does not give you a soul, unfortunately.
I lost everything, but remain here, patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. What do you want? Tell me. Light, dark, or something else entirely?
So here, in this version of the game anyways, we get a choice. We can go into the Throne of Want and burn ourselves and continue the cycle like you always do, which is questionably the quote-unquote good ending, I guess. Or we can leave the throne and find our own way to get rid of the curse. In Dark Souls 2, I think this is the better ending, honestly, because sitting at the throne doesn't end the curse. It just extends the quote-unquote Age of Fire, and nothing really changes. So we're gonna go for potential change.
There is no path. Beyond the scope of light, beyond the reach of dark. What could possibly await us?
The unknown, but our character decides to forge on.
And yet we seek it insatiably. Such is our fate.
And in my headcanon, this is actually the canon ending because all the characters in Dark Souls 3, they don't go hollow unless you have something specific done to your character. But otherwise, you don't hollow out in Dark Souls 3 at all, even if you die. But anyways, as much as I enjoy Dark Souls 1 for its for getting me started down this path, and Dark Souls 3 being my preferred play for multiplayer in general, because it's the smoothest of the bunch. Dark Souls 2 was not my favorite when I first started playing it, but it's definitely risen up its own ranks, because of a lot of the little differences it has between itself and the other titles in the game, in the franchise, I mean. Power stance isn't something I really miss, especially for certain weapons, weapon combinations. And while this is partially not gameplay if affecting, I really like all the different amount of armor that you had access to in Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 has nice armor, but it was severely limited in terms of its aesthetics, let's say. Dark Souls 1 obviously was the second game in the franchise, so it has a bit of leeway when it comes to its clunkiness, but definitely down at the bottom for me. I've never played Demon Souls and I wanted to, but I'm not gonna shell out for a PlayStation 5 to play the remake. And I'm too lazy to try to hunt down a physical copy for a PlayStation 3 and also get a PlayStation 3 that is actually still working. So unfortunately, Demon Souls will not be played by my hands at any point, probably. But maybe, we'll see. Dark Souls 3 will be Dark Souls 3 casual playthrough, like what I'm doing with this game, or just finished rather. Will be a thing at some point, but I'm first gonna do Austria Ascending, and hopefully I'll finish that right before Elden Ring comes out, and Elden Ring will be pretty much a blind playthrough, but it'll be weirdly cut because I'll be streaming it and then uploading the streams in chunks. I'm not gonna upload my full streams as a single video. So I'm gonna try to cut it as well as I can between sessions, I guess. Because normally I stream 3 to 4 hours in general. Maybe I'll stream shorter sessions, maybe I'll stream longer sessions. But what's gonna really happen is I'll try to make things even per episode, but that might be a little difficult, so hopefully I can keep the 30-minute mark kinda going, but if all else fails, I'll just cut them up into either 25 minutes up to 40. I don't think I want to go episodes longer than 40 minutes. So hopefully I can keep things under control when it comes to the episode length of that game. But that'll be up until February. Right now it's still November 29th to be specific. So we have some time to finish Austria Ascending. But yeah, this has been casually playing through Dark Souls 2. I'll leave the credits rolling and I'll stop the video as soon as the credits are over, because while I sometimes skip credits, it's nice to give everyone that's put their effort into making the game their due diligence, you know? My name is actually in the credits of Shovel Knight because I slightly helped with testing out the game. Not the original game, though. It was the, the Treasure Trove edition of the game, along with the Showdown game mode. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the music while the credits keep rolling. I'll see you guys next time. then anticlimactically we just end up here back in Majula. At this point,
Bearer of the until
she doesn't have anything else to say. And at the bonfire, however, we can begin New Game Plus now, which will basically restart the game with some new enemies along the way. But we're not gonna do that for this playthrough. We are done because I wanted to. I showed everything I wanted to show. So I hope you enjoyed the playthrough, and I'll see you guys at a different game at this point. See you guys next time.